From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Friday, September 29th, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.83 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,286 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 3.3 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $4,136. Antiwar.com reports the Spanish government continues to escalate raids in the last few days before Catalonia's independence referendum and threatens to arrest more and more Catalan leaders to try to undermine the vote. Police have been raiding printing presses and every place they can think of that might contain ballot boxes and papers, and announced on Thursday that they had seized more than 6 million paper ballots and 100 ballot boxes at a warehouse. The company that owns the sites denies that what was seized was related to the Catalan referendum, rather saying what was seized were the ballot boxes and papers that were provided regularly to the FC Barcelona soccer team. FC Barcelona confirmed that the company indeed does make such provisions, but cannot confirm if it was their ballot boxes that were taken. The Spanish government claims that referendums are inherently undemocratic. Spanish Foreign Minister Alfonso Dastis claims separatists were using Nazi tactics to intimidate opponents, adding, "Referendums are a weapon of choice of dictators." The UN has criticized Spain for cracking down on Catalonia's public. Catalan leaders insist that they are confident the referendum will be held in an orderly fashion, irrespective of the Spanish police actions. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals. Gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. They don't feed the banks. They're Bitcoin preferred and have removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports a federal judge in Louisiana has ruled against an anonymous police officer trying to sue the Black Lives Matter movement. The unnamed Baton Rouge police officer brought the suit after he said he was hit by a rock-like object and suffered serious injuries during protest over the police shooting of Alton Sterling, a 37-year-old man who was shot dead while officers pinned him to the ground in 2016. The officer sued Black Lives Matter and associated activist DeRay McKesson, whom the officers claimed in court documents incited the violence. The officer said McKesson and the movement should have known that the physical contact, riot, and demonstration that they staged would become violent. Middle District of Louisiana Chief Judge Brian Jackson dismissed the suit against McKesson and Black Lives Matter. In dropping Black Lives Matter from the suit, Jackson wrote that it represents a social movement that lacks the capacity to be sued. Addressing McKesson's role in the protest and subsequent lawsuit, Jackson wrote the activist was exercising his constitutional right to association and that he solely engaged in protected speech at the demonstration that took place in Baton Rouge. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports Apple Incorporated has received more than 4 times as many national security-related requests from the U.S. government in the first half of 2017 versus 1 year ago, according to a company report on Thursday. Apple said it had received between 13,250 and 13,499 national security requests, affecting between 9,000 and 9,249 users. That compares with a range of 2,750 and 2,999 requests, affecting between 2,000 and 2,249 users in the first half of 2016. The requests come in the form of so-called national security letters and requests under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA. Apple and other companies report ranges because government rules prevent disclosing precise numbers. Apple declined comment beyond the figures they released. The disclosures are voluntary, and firms like Microsoft and Facebook have yet to report any figures for 2017. Alphabet's Google said they had received between 0 and 499 national security letters requesting information on between 1,000 and 1,499 users in the first half of 2016. Its 2017 FISA request numbers were not yet available. It was not immediately clear what drove the increase in requests to Apple, but Andrew Crocker, staff attorney with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, said the number of government requests to tech companies had been increasing since 2014, when data first started to become available as part of a settlement between tech firms and the federal government. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.